Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thuggin' like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bless.
What's up with it, John? Man, don't change that down. This your play apartment, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down.
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, mouth. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the Queen of Trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout-out to the live show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704.
Bay Boy Film shot this one.
What up, Kush?
I done made it. See how far I done come. See how far I done come. See how far I done come. I done made it. All eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me. Go watch TV now. I done made it. See how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it, all eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. I done made it, see how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it, all eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. I done made it, see how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it. All eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. All clones get stepped on for your information. Real niggas stay solid, no infiltration. No matter any circumstance or the situation. If you quit it in the street, no manipulation. Too much dirt on your boot, you might need a lace. Lesson to be learned, all sucker shit need a race. Real talk, why every bar drop just seem amazing. People chat, loved by the people. Filipino, Asian, black and the brown familiar. I be always round familiar, trying to have money with bitches. Fuck around from the niggas, don't wanna see that, just only wanna be that. I turn Terminator, burn a hater, I'll be back on the Schwarzenegger. For my paper, total recall, bounce like a b-ball. Life up and down like a seesaw, no gossip. Fuck he say seaside, I can't see y'all for one for all. How we ball since he done. See how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it, all eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. I done made it, see how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it. All eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. Take a look in the sky, no birds, no planes. See a field mode nigga back on top of the game, man. Propane flow, so hot like cage designer. A real nigga feeling like I made it. Journey to the top, can't fly or make a stop. It's a look, me and Kush, diamond gas till we pop. Game locked like a chain with a padlock. Young nigga eat well, with more money than your dad got. Discussion, production, for having and a half. I'm here now, it's clear now. Like 90 on the mascot. Neighborhood superstore, shine like a shooting star. Humble in this concrete jungle, cause they be shooting stars. See how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it, all eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. I done made it, see how far I done come, see how far I done come, see how far I done come. I done made it, all eyes on me now. Tell them don't watch me, go watch TV now. I done made it, you can see now just how far I come. I got bread now, I didn't have a crumb. You can see now just how far I come. I got bread now, I didn't have a crumb.
Yeah. What it is, man. This your man, King Eric, the Media Assassin. We're now tuned in to episode 677 for exclusive Monday night edition. And this show is sponsored by Buddy Boy Entertainment, Screwball Radio, Da Vinci Clothing. Got my host T Max with the facts on the line. What's good, my man?
What it do, y'all? Another magnificent Monday of the freshest of the fresh on that incredible frequency off the cuff radio. Shout out to our co-host and spirit live Sandman, Lady Chinchilla. And of course, shout out to Fleetwood for getting our guests on tonight, man. And you definitely heard his song. I done made it. He's made it here off the cuff. King, tell everybody about our guests.
Yeah, man. One half of the gamblers. This guy been putting in that turf work on the music side for almost close to 25 to 30 years, man. He's here to talk about his newest project, the Blacktop Legend. Here to give us a track record of his legacy, his contributions to the culture. Big shout out to Fleetwood for making this happen, man. I know this is gonna be a dope guest.
Absolutely. Shout out to Fleetwood.
What's up, bro? For my man Telly Mac, the Off the Cuff Radio, episode 677, bringing that championship belt up here on Monday night. You know.
What up? What up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, look, we good, man. Repping that 415 field mode. Still got some mo for him. What it do, man?
Thank y'all for having me. I'm having some technical difficulties with my phone. I hope y'all can hear me well.
We can hear you fine. We can hear you fine. Man, look, we see you rocking that San Fran, staying gold with it, man. You know what's going on with it.
Oh man, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. No complaints. Living life one day at a time.
Definitely, man. Listen to the track. It's been inspirational. It's sensational, man. And it's a testament to your perseverance, putting on for the game, man, doing your thing. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, representing the Golden State with the Golden Genius.
Most definitely, man. I'm Telly Mac out of San Francisco, Fillmore, California. Started my rap career in 1996 up under JT the Bigger Figure in San Quinn, notorious rap group out of San Francisco, Get Low Players, better known as the GLP. Yeah, I'm saying I was in a group called the Gamblers. We come up under that.
Man, look, when you mention San Francisco, you mention so many legends. Of course, Fillmore Slim, representing Andre Nicotina, aka Dre Dog. Of course, the aforementioned, you know what I'm saying, San Quinn. Can't forget Traxamillion, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Traxamillion for sure. Rest in peace to Trax. He from San Jose though. But
San
you know,
Jose
we got a lot of famous names, might I say, rap stars from our neighborhood, like Huey MC, Rapping Forte, you know what I'm saying? We are from Fillmore. Messy Marv, San Quinn, JT, Seth the Gaffler, Demo the Youngster, like these is all artists from Fillmore. Lil Yee, Lil Pete, like I could go on and name a host of many more. I don't want to forget nobody, leave nobody off the list. Like Big Rich, you know what I'm saying? James Bailey, Don Toriano.
Boo Banger. Can't forget Boo Banger.
Boo Banger again, that's my cousin, but Boo Banger is from Hunters Point. I'm just naming notorious rappers from Fillmore, the Fillmore section. See, that's what is so big about San Francisco. When I go to San Francisco, then you get to hear the RBLs, the Selskis, the Cool Nuts, you know what I'm saying? Everybody responsible for San Francisco music. But I'm strictly just naming artists out of Fillmore, the Fillmore district where I'm from, the Fillmore section. You know what I'm saying? That's where all these different artists that y'all may be accustomed to listening to their music from, we are from the same section, the same area. There may be different hoods, different blocks, but Fillmore is all one section. Hunters Point is a different section. The Mission District is a different section. Sunnydale is a different section. But when all of us come together, that makes up the city of San Francisco itself.
Man, thank you for that history lesson. What does it mean to be? Yeah, what does it mean to be part of a collective like that with all of you? You know, proudly repping it, man, collectively, and then from your, you know, hoods individually.
Man, if I'm allowed to use the word legendary correctly, I would have to use that word and say it's legendary, man, just being from where we from, like you just said a minute ago, starting with Fillmore Slim. Y'all know how big that is and how far that name traveled across the world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
To and from. You know what I'm saying? So that's one representation of where we from and just how scholastic it could get and how scholastic it could be. Then when I go on to start naming a host of others, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's a whole collaboration of folks that come along with that great history, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. What was who influenced you from when you started? You said 1996, so this is 30 years
Yeah, I
strong that
started
you've been
my
going
career in
along with.
1996. I was about 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Definitely inspired by San Quinn himself.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I must say, besides him and JT, Seth the Gaffer, and Demo, those are the first guys that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying, as rap stars, them and Rapping Folks. Hey, being from my neighborhood and actually seeing these guys on TV with videos at this time, I think I'm just like, I'm a youth. I'm 13, 14 years old, and I'm playing AAU basketball at the San Francisco Boys and Girls Club during the time.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even rapping or any music or nothing like that. So I definitely owe it all to them, inspiring and motivating me to want to pick up a pen and try to write and be an artist myself. I give it all to them.
Definitely. What you were mentioning about Rapping Forte. Now, from specifically, you know, where you from out in Fillmore, that was my first introduction for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I first started Players Club. You
That,
know what I'm
that
saying?
Players Club and I'll be around. Definitely too notorious.
Yeah.
Reach national
Man,
base.
listen. But then as I got more into it, you know, into the you know, in terms of the surrounding, you know, San Fran Metro, you know, in terms of Ruthless by Law, you know, in terms of, you know, E40 coming out of Vallejo, you know, the Crest Side, Hillside, Mac Mall, all of them, man. That's how I became.
Shout out to Mac Mall and Doobie and them from the Crest. They put on for the Bay Area too. Big
Yeah,
time.
man.
Rest in peace to Mac Dre.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
rich
Romper
history,
Room,
man.
Fizz Nation, man.
Yeah, for sure. Big put
Yeah,
on
it's
for
such
the
a
Bay Area.
yeah, it's
Lil
such a
Bruce,
rich
be
history out
legit.
here.
Absolutely. So when you started getting into the game writing, what did you find in terms of finding your talent with the pen going in and the process to progress that will help you elevate in your create?
Man, watching San Quinn go in the studio, man, and create records, making it just look so easy, was a total inspiration, and I just always wanted to be exactly like that. I wanted to. It's like Kobe watching Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my final results to be something like that, like being in the gym every day, working on my jump shot, going in the gym, not being able to shoot, to being able to be the best shooter in the game.
That's facts. Now, one thing about it, Telly, when you're looking at the Bay Area, for those who really know their history in hip hop and LA, in California rap music specifically, you know that there's a distinct difference between the Northern California style and the Southern California style. Southern California being more gang related, and the Northern California style being more player oriented and definitely fly shit. But both represent a realism of the street that can't be duplicated and imitated. As we say, ain't no hustle like the Bay Area. From all the way, what did you learn from everybody outside of Fillmore and San Francisco, from Oakland to San Jose to Richmond, Stockton, going all those places? How did meeting all these different people from different places and different sections help you to get a broader view in terms of doing what you do in terms of, you know, writing?
Opening my eyes to brighter horizons, being in different places. You know what I'm saying? I see, you know what I'm saying, there's different strokes for different folks no matter where you go. Although every place has certain similarities, starting with concrete and air. You know what I'm saying? Is oxygen and concrete everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some differences, but most of this shit is really the same shit going on. People up against the same trials and tribulations in life, And really, it's just about adapting to the climate and being able to survive wherever you at.
Culture wise, how does Fillmore stand out from any other territories of the Bay, style wise?
Man, it's just Fillmore niggas is got a little bit of everything in them, I feel like. So it'd be like you could put a Fillmore nigga between a rock and a hard place. And it ain't gonna be the Fillmore nigga needing the help. You're gonna be more worried about the rock or the hard place. We be figuring shit out. For real though.
Right.
It's just like that. Like putting Fillmore Slim somewhere with 10 bitches, losing the 10 bitches and coming right back with 10 more. For some, you would think that's impossible. For a Fillmore nigga, it's just another day in the Bay.
Look, for those that ain't watched American Pimp with the Body Hughes brothers, if they ain't watching, they not gonna understand that gospel you were preaching on Fillmore in terms of that story he told. I ain't gonna spoil it. For those that seen it, they already know. For those that ain't seen it, they need to watch.
That's really the God-given truth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For most, because we do this shit and make it look so easy. Mm-hmm. And you know, we talk so quick and slick at the tongue that for some you really gotta see it to believe it. But then when you really get up around this shit and see the type of motion niggas be having, you be blew back to really see like, oh, this that shit they be talking about. Fillmore niggas everywhere like concrete. I'm telling you. And we in all the places that they think we don't belong, we don't supposed to be. Somehow it's a Fillmore nigga in there, I promise you. A lot of this shit that's going on right now in the world, believe it or not, niggas get their game, it come from right here. Some of them trends that been set been coming from right here. That may not tell you much about it, but when shit blow in the wind and finally surface when the smoke clear, y'all find out the history and results. Most of that shit be coming from right here, man. Trust me.
Case in point. Hey, case in point. Drake took a whole verse from Rapping 4Tay, then he took JT the Bigger Figure God playing title.
Man, listen, you can't make this up. Shout out to the game. You know what I'm saying? Game, no. That shit come from right here. Before all the Dr. Dre shit, before all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Compton for birthing it. You know what I'm saying? But that shit come from right here.
Do you feel like the Bay Area has gotten the props that they've deserved in terms of their contribution to hip hop over the years?
I mean, some say no, some say yeah. I say not yet, but it's coming. Mm-hmm. The door's opening wider. At first, they didn't want to give us a look. They wasn't even mentioning us. Now all they do is talk about us, whether it's if and not, maybe. As long as they talking about us, we doing something right.
And that's real. As long as the mentions are there, you know, people got to respect the muscle behind what's being said.
Yep. They watching our dances. They listening to our music. They paying attention to our lingo. They watching our emotions. They watching our movement. Shout out to Kalani, bringing Grammys back. You know what I'm saying? What's
Absolutely.
My other guy
Shout out
from
Kalani.
Oakland that's writing the movies right now? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan
the
Coogler.
Bay Area definitely making a big impact on the industry, period. Not just rap music. You know what I'm saying? We got rappers, we got actors, we got comedians doing their thing back and forth across the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Anybody making an impact from the Bay Area across the world, even all the young black athletes getting drafted to the NFL, like the Bay Area is on the map in a big way right now. Seriously. Shout out to guys too, pushing Empire, which is the biggest rap label distribution in the world right now. Like that shit is stationed right here in San Francisco. Gazi ain't from Fillmore, but he got a lot to do with a lot of shit that go on in San Francisco, and Fillmore niggas responsible, starting with some of the artists he got signed, like Lil Yee and Lil Peep. They from right here, Fillmore, California. Shout out to One Umbrella, one of the biggest rap groups in the world right now, coming from right out the Bay Area, right here. You know what I'm saying? So Absolutely. It's that type of vibe, universal right now. Feel good to be from the Bay Area, San Francisco mainly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oakland, shout out to Richmond, shout out Vallejo, shout out all the surrounding cities, you know what I'm saying? San Jose, Daly City, South City, all the cities around this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? EPA, Menlo, It's all that. The whole Bay Area. We on fire
Absolutely.
around this motherfucker right
Man,
now.
you speak with so much pride about your city and your section, and rightfully so. When you first got in the game, what did you learn in terms of the hustle? What was it like going into the studio for the first time? Tell us about the first song that you wrote and when you actually got to lay
Man,
down on
first time we
tracks.
got on the song, honest with you, shout out San Quinn. Hustle continues, a classic CD right now, classic album, one of Quinn's best body of work ever to this day. You know what I'm saying? The name of the song we were supposed to be on was track 11 called The Filthy. He ended up shouting us out, but we didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? Young cats trying to get on. Like I say, my group of gamblers, at the time it was 3 of us, Skyballer, Devo, and me, myself, Telly Mac. And shit, we wasn't holding our weight, but that was the first experience of really being in a studio around somebody that's really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Really having an opportunity to be on a record that's gonna come out and it's gonna reach the masses. People gonna really listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just a hell of an experience within itself. Though it took about 2-3 more years for us to finally hang out in the studio enough and be around enough to where now we was able to get on records, which my debut was on West Coast Bad Boys, which still came out in 97. The first actual shit that we was on was West Coast Bad Boys 2, a compilation presented by Master P that was released on No Limit Records, and that shit did like 500,000 to 1 million copies sold. RIAA certified.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. And
you
it's
know,
still,
that was a part of the experience from playing basketball, AAU, not even being a rapper, to looking up to Quinn and them, getting the invite to the studio, being able to hang out and soak up game around some cats that's really doing it. You know what I'm saying? My bigger bros, my peers, looking up to them, and then finally getting the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to have some doors open for me and my guys and wiggle in and being able to do shit myself. Like being in high school, being on West Coast Bad Boys 2 was probably some of the dopest shit ever.
For that record to get the notoriety that it did, and for eBay to, if y'all want to find it, that shit ain't exactly cheap now.
Y'all with me still?
You know, what did it mean?
Yo,
what did it mean for everybody to get to hear you? You know, when you really found out. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear y'all. Y'all can hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
I might gotta jump off and jump back on.
Okay, take
Yeah,
your
we're gonna
time.
bring
Take
it
your
back.
time. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we right here. All right, y'all. Shout out to Telly Mac. He's jumping back on in a second. We are at 677 for Off the Cuff Radio on this magnificent Monday night. King Eric and myself, T Max, and we are just definitely enjoying the conversation. Telly Mac giving us a history of the Bay, and not only the Bay, but everybody, you know, all over, not just Fillmore and San Francisco. I mean, shit, you know, we got to shout out 600. Yeah,
we
man.
got a whole lesson up here, man.
Man, look, you know, we got to shout out Oakland. We got to shout Seminary, 600 DeVestero. I mean, Sunnyside. I mean, man, look, shout out to all the new heads coming up, man. You know,
Yeah.
who, you know, Jay Stalin, Cookie Money, like he mentioned, Kaylani, you know, her, you know, coming from Vallejo. King, I mean, the man, and he's back with us. He's back with us. Telly, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Perfect. When the Southwest, when the West Coast Bad Boys joint drop of the aforementioned Master P, who executive produced it, when it really started to catch fire and get momentum, what did that mean for you all to know that you were really getting yourself heard outside of the Bay Area and the West Coast in general?
Nah, that was the dopest shit ever. Like I was saying, I don't know what part y'all got cut off at and couldn't catch. But to be in high school, man, and like be on the bus sometimes coming from school or even headed to school or just outside and hear people riding around actually playing the music and listening to that shit, bro, that was the biggest inspiration the motherfucker could ever have. Like, ever. Like, And still to this day, sometimes I be blew back. I catch somebody in the whip, ride by, playing my shit, new shit, old shit, don't matter. It's always dope to ever get that experience.
And that project there, that kind of catapulted you guys, right?
Oh yeah, I had people really checking for us and trying to see what was coming out next. And being that we hadn't even dropped the album yet, it had our first little album kind of like highly anticipated.
Now, when we take it back to that time, 1997, Telly, the music in terms of where the game was, how it was marketed, how it was advertised, was totally different. Social media was pretty much non-existent back then. So you really had to get on your horse, slapping the saddle, running with the legs, trying to get it out there.
Yeah, it was feet to concrete. It was nothing but hand-to-hand operations back then. It wasn't no social media even thought of. If social media was thought of back in '97, we would have had a way bigger impact on the industry, on the game, on the bay, on the world, period, because we was some young cats really moving and really consistent with the movement that we had going.
In terms of being able to do shows and, what was it like in terms of doing the shows and doing, promotional appearances and all that? What was it like to really get to interact with the fans during that time?
It was always dope to be out in the public. We wasn't really getting booked a lot as a group, but being around JT and hanging with JT, who got the Bay Area anthem, game recognized game, Fig always got a show or something coming up. So being that we was his group, the Young Protege, anytime Fig pop out, you see the Gamblers right there. We everywhere JT at.
Word. What did you all learn about the business? What did you all learn about the business aspects in terms of, your publishing, how you get paid, all of that stuff along the way?
Learned about the publishing and everything pretty much in my later days of coming up, but in the beginning part of just getting in the rap game and grinding, learning how to sell a verse to keep some money in my pocket or sell a project to keep some money in my pocket. JT always made sure he laced us with that independent game, showed us how to move product when we had tapes. We sold tapes to stores, got money COD for the records, and, it was that. All the way up until now, we handling it a little different. The game can change. It's more streaming and downloading. So the best thing I could tell an artist now is to definitely got to have your publishing and stuff together, because the game has changed. The downloading and streaming is a lot different from being able to move physical copies, although it kind of seemed like the game is evolving a little bit and kind of going back to the physical stages after a little bit of this streaming. But yeah, pretty much that for the most part. Get y'all publishing together, have publishing if you're a writer, because that's really the payoff in the end of everything.
You care for people who trying to get a education on the music business, how important publishing is?
Yeah, it's very important, especially if you're a writer. You want your credit for what you're writing and bring it to a vision. You gotta have your publishing, or you won't receive it. And I kind of went through that. I'm kind of going through that now as an artist, because in my younger days, nobody was teaching me or coaching me in that direction. It was just pretty much more of a fast-paced, quick play type of game. You know what I'm saying? So I was just getting money as it came. It wasn't really about no publishing or nothing like that. I learned that as I started getting older.
Got you. When you're dealing with the industry, and you all dealt with it at a time where definitely it wasn't like it is today, obviously. How important is it to be under the right mentorship and to have people that are looking out for your best interests? Because so many times we come across so many horror stories of artists that basically get jerked by the very people that are supposed to protect and guide them.
Yeah, I think it's much needed. Every artist should have a mentor, advisor, somebody, you know, that they look up to. Because if you don't, as an artist, it's very easily to be broken. And I'm saying broken like mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This game will beat you up. If you don't know the game, it'll beat you up quick and easy. It'll beat you down. So it's best to you know, get around some peers where you can be educated before you start moving too much and having too much motion. Because that's really the bad thing for any artist that may not never get the chance to discover artistry for real. You could be jerked around and you won't even get a chance to be as creative as you could possibly be. So get around people that can educate you to help you move your art, if I'm saying that right.
Absolutely. Being in a group, how important is it to be among like minds in terms of you all as a collective understanding each other's abilities and coalescing together to create something that everybody can feel good about?
Yeah, I would just say this as far as group work go, because I've had several experiences on being in groups and most of them never worked, but they were all great experiences. I would never trade none of them back for nothing in the world, right? But advice and suggestion would be to anybody in a group or trying to be in a group is, if you don't connect and communicate with the people that you are around, then there's no way you can collaborate. Yeah,
Say
you
it
gotta
again for
connect
those in the
and
back.
be able to communicate. You gotta connect and communicate to be able to collaborate. 3 C's.
C's, triple C's right there, y'all. He done said, look, he done
when it's a
spoken.
group, especially when it's a group,
Yeah,
because it's
man.
like everybody got to be in agreement on where to go. It can't be
You
like
gotta be
running
on the
out.
same page, man. Everybody can't be going in hella different directions and all over the place, because that don't fit a group. That's more of an individual type of prolific.
Absolutely. So as you progress during that time, and you know you're making waves, what are you learning as you go along from 97 to taking it about 5 years, so like 97 to 2002? What are you learning at the time in terms of the music wave, and you're still moving? And we want to break this down by sections. What are you learning from that time where things are moving, and you know, take us through that 5-year period of what, you know, how it was moving for you after y'all got a little bit of a name and you're moving with it?
Well, still, like right now, just basically stay open to learning. Because even things that I think I know, I'm still learning new things. And, you know, formulas and operations, they never stick. They always change and differ. So there's nothing wrong with being open to learning, because it's only going to help you perfect new tactics and new ways to be able to accelerate in the game as the game grows, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. In terms of how you all have birthed from the turf, the next generation of the fresh from SF, what does that mean, knowing that y'all influence is far and wide and is still growing in terms of what you all have planted?
Say that for me one more time.
What does it mean for y'all in terms of the next generation, in terms of who you all have grown from the turf, in terms of what you all have put down, and how you have inspired the next generation of rappers and from SF?
Man, I just try to stay positive and stay and try to be a positive influence to the up and coming, man. I stay trying to drop positive advice and just lead by example.
When you look at what was going, go ahead.
I was gonna ask him this, man. What? I always gotta ask this question for everybody, man. Like, recording your debut album, man, because that's always like your baby. Like, what was that experience? But what was that experience like?
Man, my first solo project, the one I did by myself, we was in the studio, and this is where I really met game at. We was at High Street Studios, and JT had a bunch of artists in one studio. It was like 10 rooms booked, and we had a deadline for everybody to complete albums in a certain amount of time because he had a big distribution deal on the line. So I had just wrote about 11 or 12 songs like a day prior, just trying to keep up with the operation and everything that was going on. But Lord knows I had no clue I would be going into the studio the very next day and recording all 11 songs in one day. So a project that I put out called Business is Business is my first in-studio solo album that I recorded in like 2003. It came out, it got released on all digital distribution platforms, but the only problem was none of the songs got mixed and mastered. It was kind of like it had a mixtape type sound to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my first solo in studio project that I recorded. Business is Business, and I did that shit basically in 2 days. I wrote the album in 1 day and recorded it next.
Damn, that's some Iron Man shit right there. I mean, dude, how did you do it?
Well, I was inspired by my brother, rest in peace, Double D. He had just came home from a couple days prior to that, and we was at his house having a rap off, man, and this dude pulled out a garbage bag full of raps as we was going verse for verse at first, you know, trading verses, and he kind of just floored me under the table with a garbage bag full of raps. And after that day, I was so blew back by him doing me like that. I was like, man, fuck that. I was like, ain't nobody never finna be able to do me like that ever again. So I went home the next day. And I wrote like 12 songs back to back, trying to get the heat off my chest. You feel me? So when Jay came with that, when Jay came with the play, telling me how the distribution company was trying to get the albums, and we was going to the studio with all the rooms booked, I needed to get in there and get some work done. That was like right up my alley to run some of that shit off that I just had wrote. So we ended up being in the studio. Jay had a lot of artists around, like Shock G from Digital Underground, rest in peace, he was around.
Legend.
We had Young Noble. We had Young Noble from the legendary Outlaws Tupac group. He was around. Rest in peace, Nob. And shit, we was working on music. I was going room to room. People was coming in my room. I was going in their room, and it was just various artists just networking and cooking up classes.
What do people have to understand about studio sessions? Because that's when it's down to business, when you're actually recording and getting your shit prepped. You know, what is ideally for you? What was the vibe in terms of how you wanted it when you actually went into, you know, lay the tracks down?
Just always being prepared. When I go to the lab, never really go in with a strict plan, because things are always subjected to change.
Right.
But the change is never bad unless you're unprepared. So I always try to have hooks wrote, verses wrote, whether it's to a beat I wrote to or not. You know what I'm saying? Just crafting is a special thing for me. I like to stay crafting, so I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying? When I get in the studio, sometimes I may need a little time to catch the wave or whatever, but it's that for the most part. I got a passion for crafting. So I'm just always writing hooks, writing loose raps, writing songs, and just always staying in my penmanship to try to keep my bars and my flow up to date.
Word.
What is it that you truly dislike about the music business?
The way artists get jerked around and never get their fair share or fair treatment as being artists. I wish people just appreciate the art more and respect the artists more, respect the DJs a little more so they can respect the artists a little more, that type shit. Everybody deserves that fair treatment. Because we all work hard. We all work hard as individuals, even you guys as doing interviews. Everybody needs to be respected because at the end of the day, without us ain't no y'all, without y'all ain't no us.
Ain't that the truth, man? Thank you for
That's real, because we all need somebody. We all need somebody. Everybody get on their high horse. Motherfuckers get a few dollars in their pocket. They get to acting like they doing this shit all by themselves. But everybody got to come to the realization that, nigga, without us ain't no y'all. Without y'all ain't no us. So we got to figure out a way to make sure that we show our appreciation to each other all around the board.
Absolutely. What do artists have to understand, Telly, about the money doesn't come right away, and you know it takes time to get the finances, but if you don't put in the work, the finances ain't coming. And make sure you stay on top of the paper so you get the paper.
Yeah, for me, I would just advise them not to worry about no money. When you got your business tied together, the money gonna tie to the business. So get your business in order and work on your craft, and the money gonna fall in your pocket when the time is right.
Got you. One thing about it, the Bay Area, San Francisco is serious. You know, shout to Black C with his book that he sent me. Black C, if you listen,
shout out to Burner. Shout out to Black C. Burner.
Yeah, man.
Cookies on top of this shit in a real way, you know what I'm saying? Splash City coming soon, about to drop in July. Y'all stay tuned. Lionsgate just picked up the movie. It's going down.
Okay.
San Francisco area, you know what I'm saying? We on top of shit right now, bro. Big things popping, little shit popping.
Absolutely. With San Francisco being as real as it is, as I read in a Black C's book, how did you ever have any issues with anybody out there that escalated into anything more that was not publicized, or did you pretty much stay out of the beef shit as it went along?
Say that one more time.
Coming from San Francisco, it's notorious for how real it is in the streets. Did you have any problems with individuals out there, or pretty much throughout your time you've been able to steer clear of a lot of the
San Francisco is a notorious place for, you know, more action and Jackson around this motherfucker. But what we don't do is street politics with music. It don't mix. And for all those that try to mix and blend the street politics with the music shit, you see how they end up. So I'd rather, you know, keep doing what I've been doing and just keeping it strictly music and keeping the streets away from music, unless we pushing peace to the streets and trying to bring that back through music. You feel me?
Word. When you see so many artists out there that are making their names off of trying to be tough guys with the foolishness rather than talent, they're going for more bravado than actually getting on the beat doing their thing. What is the advice you tell them about when they get out there talking crazy about other people unnecessarily and recklessly?
Don't take this funny, but don't go to sleep with nothing you don't want to wake up with, man.
I like that. We stealing it. It's stolen. We stole it.
In real life. Take it from your bigger breath.
That's gospel right there. Don't sleep with nothing you don't want to wake up with. I like that.
That's a gem right there.
Yes.
That's real. Hey, it'll fuck around and get you through life if you listen to me just a little bit.
We done learned a lot. Look, we feel like we done taken a college class in the hood, you know, and we done learned everything we need to learn in life.
Surprised, man. Don't be too surprised I just look like this, but I'm from the same home as Fillmo Slim, man. I come up under a lot of game, man. I got a lot of people to be grateful and thankful for teaching me this life, teaching me this game like this, and I'm just thankful that I'm able to share it. You know what I'm saying? I put it on air, put it on the wire, so hopefully somebody can be intrigued and inspired by these words spoken.
Man, look, the type of wisdom you got broadcast like wires, man, and it's live.
Man, listen,
that's something.
Each one teach one if you can reach one, and that's for all my brothers in America. You know what I'm saying? Sharing is caring.
Man, that's. Do you see what do we have to do? What do we got to do, Telly, to kind of, because the rap game is so fractured right now. Everybody, there seems to be no real unity among everybody. So many artists seem to be at each other. How do we get back to the place of where it's a real community and village of voices where collectively?
I got a solution for all the great rappers.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For all the great rappers with voices. We could sell audio now. So the thing is not really about making music no more, because spoken word still caters to everything that we doing as lyricists and artists. So I really think to slow the young generation down and make them tap into what we saying a little more. Maybe we should start dropping, singles or whatever y'all want to call them, because, life is about reinventing. Maybe we need to reinvent certain styles of music, and maybe we could just start dropping audio, because the audio is what they really need to listen to. Acapellas. Let's talk to these people and make them listen. Fuck all the jumping around and booty popping and all that shit, because it's getting out of control. It's getting totally out of control. It's so far out of control that we got our beautiful queens and women that don't even want to walk around with natural beauty no more. They gotta have fake lips and fake hair and fake lashes and fake asses and all that shit. Like, we gotta slow this shit down some.
Do you think that's designed by clandestine conversations of doors closed, of how the music and the culture has they've been trying to shift it at certain places?
I mean, it's definitely designed because it's being narrated through music. That's why I said it's time to mute the music and let's put out the audio so these motherfuckers can stop what they're doing and listen.
Right.
Because the audio is one thing, but then when you got music playing behind what people are saying, now it's a distraction.
That part.
Yeah, because they half-ass listening now. They more into, trying to figure out what the new dance is and bouncing around to where they ain't really tripping off what you're saying too much. You got to stop that music for them to listen to what you're saying.
Got you. I mean, that's real though.
I'm saying maybe we'll be able to reach our youth and get some order in what's going on. Because I don't think it's really wrong with nothing that's going on. I just think they are a little bit out of control. And, everything falls in place with a little bit of wisdom and guidance.
But artists like yourself, y'all are the ones that I think really, we think need to be heard. And when we think about it, and they've actually done tests in terms of the sounds, in terms of the beat patterns. A lot of stuff is lo-fi, and how, they're trying to come with that pattern that they feel is the most commercially viable and accessible. And what you see is that's why a lot of these beats are sounding the same. Hell, you're even seeing a lot of these flows sound the same.
Yeah, you just gotta basically wait until you get a platform nowadays big enough to break the ice. Like, and you can't be scared as an artist. You can't be scared as an artist to take that leap. You gotta take that leap with faith. You know what I'm saying? So it's really that, and it's like, for the up and coming artists, the uprising, or maybe even the ones that don't get the recognition that they deserve, or get to walk on the stage with platforms like that. When they go to the change, they gotta take full advantage of it and not cater to the same narratives that we really against. You know what I'm saying? Some people start catering to these narratives once they get the chance to say something and be heard, and they still don't even say nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so don't fall victim to the circumstance.
Listen to the opening song, the song opening of the show, I Made It. It sounds so triumphant. It sounds so joyous. It sounds so victorious. We hear the energy. You're wearing the belt, being a champion of what you've, been through. To stand tall in a battle royal. Yeah, I mean, to stand tall in a battle royal of adversity and obstacles, and to stand victorious. What does that mean for you? And how do you see that as an inspiration that you can use for reaching other people?
Yeah, just take my story, for instance, my personal life, the things I go through, man, trials and tribulations. As long as God wake me up and I got action, I got air every day, I'm feeling like I got a shot to get to the top. And I just want to be the inspiration for somebody that may have took a fall, stumbled, and never felt like they couldn't get back up. Take it from me, man. If you put your faith in God, you can do anything possible, even when you down. Long as you ain't out, you get back up and get right back to it. It don't matter where you stumbled, where you fell at. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got breath in your body, you got a chance to make a difference in the world. So
Amen
never give up. Never give up. Stay pushing. Always, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself a chance, because that's what life is about. If you ain't never feel that life, then you can never be a winner.
That's true. What do artists have to understand about this business in terms of committing themselves to it? Because everybody thinks that you're going to get rich, but people don't see the work that goes behind this, and the downtime, and then even the doubt behind it. It may make you down.
Well, take a look at the people that's ahead of them already and go read their stories and catch up to their stories, and they'll figure out that nobody's just walked across the street and came back a champion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it take a lot of time, take a lot of dedication. You know what I'm saying? You're going to win some fights, you're going to lose some fights, and you're going to have to go back to the drawing board sometimes and figure some things out before it really start working in your favor. So, it's a part of being prepared. It's a part of being prepared properly so you don't poorly perform.
That part. In terms of your new project, is this coming off an upcoming album for your new song, or is this pretty much just a loosey to kind of get everybody warmed up to let them know you're still out there?
Well, I just put it out as a single, but I just dropped 2 new albums back to back. White Tee, Styrofoam Cuts, Volume 1 and 2, and it's on Volume 1.
Okay, tell us about the process behind it in terms of the first of the 2 albums you just dropped. Tell us about that.
Well, when I'm in the studio, man, like I say, I got a passion for music, so it's kind of a difference when I'm actually in album mode, and then sometimes I'm just in the studio working on so much music, I start selecting songs and putting albums together. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm kind of in that type of mode right now, where I've just been in the lab cooking. I hit the studio like once a week. So I'm like 100 songs up in the computer right now, and I'm trying to get rid of some of this shit. So getting close to summertime, I'm like, everybody outside, White Tee, Styrofoam Cuts, you know what I'm saying? They sipping, they having a good time, keeping it basic. And that's kind of what the music is. It's kind of like some of that type of energy, those type of vibes.
The Bay Area has gone through so many iterations of the style, in terms of where you have the ever-present mob, you've had the hypey movement, you've had the gangster shit, it's so many different forms that are manifested through it, and to see all of you still doing it it's beautiful, because we know y'all are still here. And so many times, so many artists, they kind of have their time and then they fall off when we never see them again. But the fact is, y'all kick in the dough, and guess what? Y'all done put the furniture in the room, and y'all sit down and let them know we here to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely around and down, never going nowhere.
Definitely.
Now, how long did it take for you to complete this project here in particular?
Shit, not long. I got Volume 3 already done. I'm sitting on music, like I'm saying. I got 100 songs up in the computer right now, so I'm like the king of the ring when it comes to this shit. I got hella music still. Like, I got songs in my computer that's new to the world ears, but some of this shit is like 2 years old, 3 years old. Some of this shit got recorded last week. Like, I just got music, and I need to get rid of it. I'm trying to drop. Hopefully, God willing, I can give y'all something every 2 weeks. I'm trying to drop something new and just stay in the people's face, stay in their ear. I'm trying to flood.
Man, look, we waiting to hear it.
Yep, so y'all could be ready. y'all could be ready for Volume 3 either sometime this month, which would be May, or in June. By June, Volume 3 will be out for sure.
Okay.
Yep, and I also got a new album with one of my artists, Money the Monster. He just came home, you know what I'm saying, and we've been in the studio relentlessly working. Our album called Street Culture, that shit coming this summer, either June, July. One of them months is gonna have a release date, and hopefully we can be back on y'all show, you know what I'm saying, doing an interview and debuting the album, maybe, reviewing some music.
We love to have y'all back. Who else
one more quick question before we sign out. How was it? How did you link up with Fleetwood?
Man, I've been knowing Fleetwood. I met Fleetwood in '97. Fleetwood came out here from Minnesota to do some business with JT the Big Figure, and he never left San Francisco. And ever since then, we've been locked in, you know what I'm saying, hit and miss throughout some of the years, but we've been fortunate to link back up as of lately. Spiritually inclined, good dude, you know what I'm saying? And he's been like a mentor in my life, you know what I'm saying? Keeping me close with God and hitting me off with the prayers and just keeping me grounded, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. And like y'all see what's going on now, he lining me up with the radio stations, giving me the interviews, and everything else is history.
And shout out to Fleetwood, because he's been one of our
Definitely.
staunchest, loyal, and most, strongest supporters since day one, man. We
man, that guy energy is unmatched.
Yes.
If you find somebody with better energy than Fleetwood right now, you find me somebody with better energy than Fleetwood right now, I'll give you $100. Ain't nobody like it. Ain't nobody like it.
That is true.
Ain't nobody hitting your phone. Ain't nobody hitting your phone every morning at 4:30 in the morning, bro, with God prayers, bro.
That's true. That is true.
Consistently, bro. Ain't nobody doing that.
And
ain't nobody doing that.
It's good to keep us motivated, man. Start the day off.
It's definitely good. And you know why I know it's good? Because it was a time when I was bothered by that shit and I was irritated, and I told him about it. And I said, you know what? I laughed at myself before I even shared the anger with you. So now I'm sharing it with you, just sharing it with you because I thought it was very funny. That shit rubbed off on me. Like, man, this dude energy so good. Like, something wrong with you if you pushing him away from you, bro. He pushing you to push yourself harder than you pushing for yourself.
With all the crazy things that go on in the world, Telly, we need that positivity. We need that optimism. We need that genuine love from people, and it's always great to...
like him in the world, bro, this world will be moving at a whole different pace and more balanced than it ever been.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
For real, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, as we probably about to wrap it up, man, you have any shout outs you want to give out?
Man, first of all, shout out to Off the Cuff Radio, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. It's been great, man. It was great, man. I had fun chopping it up with y'all. Shout out Fleetwood for lining that shit up, getting me on the show, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to North Carolina from the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Fillmore, California to be exact. Signing off, man. Yours truly, Telly Mac, a.k.a. Mac 90, Carter Block representative. Y'all go get my new album, White Tee, Styrofoam Cups. It's on all digital platforms all over America. Thank y'all for having me. Peace, love, prayers, and happiness. God bless.
Man, Godspeed. Thank you, man. Thank you. King, take us out of here.
All right. So on that note, we up out of here. We thank you once again for joining us. Everybody that's tuned in. Oh, somebody said this here. They said, hi, bro. What is your thoughts about the WWE might sue Brock Lesnar for $1 million for early retirement?
King, go ahead and hit him with it.
Interesting. And we gonna say this too on the leaving note. Y'all ain't gonna tell Brock Lesnar what to do. He does what he wants to do on his due time. That's just the way it go, man. I know a lot of y'all worked over there at WWE. Y'all was scared to death of Brock Lesnar because Brock was gonna. He's very unpredictable, but they ain't got no choice but to take it to the law. You gonna step to him?
Good point.
That's a real combat fighter right there.
Look, daggone, look, was one cut away from making the Minnesota Vikings back in the day. I'm like, y'all really want to run up on him like that?
There's very few people in this world I will not run up on. He's one of them.
I mean, that's true, man.
They say his punches feel like bricks.
Even though that MMA fighter that they got the last second years back when he took that fight, he did wash him though. But then, regular person, nah, I wouldn't suggest running up on Brock.
They said somebody said his punches felt like lunch boxes hitting you.
I believe it. Brock ain't no small dude.
So y'all have no choice but to go Drake on that norm and just take it to the courtroom because y'all ain't gonna step into Brock.
Hey,
look, I mean, better pull a Drake and start suing. That's the best thing you can do.
Hey, better safe than better safe than Savage on them. So
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly, man. So yeah. We want to thank y'all once again for joining us, man. It was a dope bill. Big shout out to Telly Mac. Big shout out to the Bay Area for tuning in. Big shout out to Fleetwood. We about to be up out of here, man. So y'all check out this replay, subscribe, hit that like button, follow us on Off the Cuff Radio, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We everywhere on all streaming platforms.
And we out, y'all. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Peace and God bless. One.